Hello everybody, and welcome to this new dinosaur documentary. This won't be a long series, possibly only 3 episodes, but this is inspired by Prehistoric Planet, a new series that has come out. We are going to go over North America, and these dinosaurs are going to show us how they lived back a million years ago. This is the Dinosaur documentary. First up is the giant lizard, also known as the Tyrannosaurus rex. This one has been badly ruined, possibly leaving a fight from another T-Rex. Or could have been hunted by another creature. But this T-Rex male is looking for a mate. It is mating season for the T-Rex, and this is a popular area for the T-Rexes. This female T-Rex is sleeping, but the male T-Rex needs to find a mate, as the T-Rexes in this area, also known as the Tyrannosaurus rex, have been going down in population, so they need to reproduce. The male T-Rex walks around the sleeping female, to wake it up, and it works. And now, since the female's been woken, she is confused, and possibly thinks that there's another dinosaur, as the male T-Rex gives it the chance that she can get into a relationship. The T-Rex goes in to the female and tries to cuddle her, but the female T-Rex does not like the male T-Rex, as probably the wounds on its body makes it more skinnier. It failed. The male T-Rex has to find another mate. The Acrocanthosaurus, one of my favorite dinosaurs. The Acrocanthosaurus has wounds on this one too, and probably from a T-Rex. This Acrocanthosaurus is in the Tyrannosaurus rex territory. This Acrocanthosauruses, they're not very social, but they do need to find a mate. But it's not mating season for them. So the Acrocanthosaurus just looks around in the T-Rex territory, possibly coming later and trying to take it from the T-Rex. The Acrocanthosaurus doesn't really make any noise either, just sniffing in the air of the territory. Now the Acrocanthosaurus will leave, as it does not want this territory right now. But not all dinosaurs live in the warm side of North America. Some live in the cold area of North America, like the Acrocanthosaurus. Like I said, these guys aren't very social. But this one looks like it's resting, probably trying to get away from other dinosaurs to be in some alone space. And as it rests, it looks like there's injuries on the Acrocanthosaurus. So, it is probably resting to heal and staying away from other dinosaurs. Next up is the Camarasaurus that just woke up from a nap. And now, the Camarasaurus is not in a place where most dinosaurs live. Only this area is the Camarasaurus area. You can only find around 5 Camarasauruses in this area of North America, but these guys aren't usually hunted because of their size. these camosauruses are the largest thing in this area of North America. And now, it looks like this camosaur, a female one, is going to find food. And a large tree doesn't matter to its size. The camosaurus could knock down a tree and eat it from the bush. The camosaurus is not the smartest, but could have knocked down trees just to get their food. So that would reasonably have a good IQ for this dinosaur. And this dinosaur is looking for the perfect tree to snack on. If this camosaurus finds a good tree, it wouldn't have to eat in a couple weeks. Bingo. This camosaurus found a tree. But there's another camosaurus at the tree. But these two females won't have to worry because they're not going to show off dominance. Because these camosaurs are really peaceful. And this female is laying down. And now this camosaur can snack on the tree that it's been looking for after it's awakened. But the other camosaur, of course, gets back up. And now, the camosaur that just woke up is walking towards the camosaur that's eating. And wants a snack too. But the camosaur doesn't mind. The camosaur takes a few quick bites and then leaves. And now both of the female camosauruses are done eating for the week. And now, these camosauruses don't have to worry about any predators, since any predator that dares cross the river would probably drown. Next up is the Scirithiomimus and the Edmontosaurus. Not well-known dinosaurs, but the Scirithiomimus looks like an ostrich and the Edmontosaurus is a very peaceful creature. Both of these can be found in the same herd when they both lived, and as you can see here, they are sleeping soundly, as it's almost nighttime. But the Scirithiomimus and Edmontosaurus are not in a herd right now. Possibly because they've been left behind. The weaker dinosaurs get left behind. But the Scirithiomimus and some of its other Scirithiomimus friends have come back to see other Scirithiomimus. To come back to this now awoken Scirithiomimus, while the Edmontosaurus sleeps soundly. But that won't be for long. The Edmontosaurus has woken up and has bugs all over him. And as the Scirithiomimuses are leaving, the Edmontosaurus is not looking for food and is just sitting down. But with all the bugs on him, it looks like it's gonna scrub his body, clean himself. And now the bugs will get off him for a while. And now the Edmontosaurus will find its herd once again. Next up, one of my other favorite carnivores, the Allosaurus. And it looks like it just finished a Stegosaurus meal. But it's done for the night. It will come back the next night and will go hunting again. This Allosaurus is going back into the forest. Possibly trying to take a nap. Now you'll rest really good with a full stomach. But this Allosaur is just walking in circles. Why, you may ask? To attract noise to that certain area. The stegosaur, the animal we just saw got torn to shreds by the allosaur, is now alone. Usually these stegosaurs are social, but this stegosaur is away from population. It is pregnant. And now it will have to give birth to a nice plain area full of food, so its babies could have a good start in life. Next up, my favorite herbivore, the parasaur, Bophus. And it looks like he's have a friend too. Most herbivores live in herds, and one of these guys especially do. But there's not too many, since usually parasaurs live in a pack of 12 and there's only 2. The parasaurs drop down, but since it's by other herbivores, it should be good. And now it's morning. This is when the Triceratops wakes up, and it looks like the Triceratops are fighting over dominance to see who's the pack leader. And from this side right here, the Triceratops that lost is leaving, while the male victor has won again. The second time it's won in a month. This Triceratops, however, has countered a T-Rex. A T-Rex has walked into the territory, but the Triceratops, with its sharp horns, also antlers, but mostly horns, could possibly take down this T-Rex. But this Triceratops is too weak for that and has to leave. This Triceratops, with the amount of injuries on it, will possibly die by injuries or being third-partied by another dinosaur. Possibly Allosaurus, Albertosaurus, or the T-Rex. This dinosaur right here, the Ankylosaurus, is the last one in this area from being eaten or from death of old age. This creature, however, is one of the last, and it looks like it will get water. This is usually where most of the herbivores meet up to take a drink. And now, ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the episode of the Dinosaur documentary. The next episode will be out soon.